And in some good news that's coming in, passenger vehicle sales has increased by over 14% for the month of October. This compared to the same month last year. Companies, in fact, had to dispatch more units to dealers to cater to the enhanced demand. This, of course, is a result of the festive season. Two-wheeler sales rose nearly 17% in October. Motorcycle sales also were up about to nearly 24%. Scooter sales, however, remained more or less muted with just a 1.7% growth in October. However, across segments, it's better than what it has been for several months. Let me, in fact, go across to Utkarsh, who's joining us for some more details. Utkarsh, so this, of course, is a boost that we're seeing because of the festive season. The question now is whether it's going to sustain going forward, because that would then be one good indicator that we are truly on the path to economic recovery. But take us through the numbers this time round.
You have to really see two things when you're decoding this number. First one, that these are wholesale numbers. What does wholesale number mean? Wholesale numbers are the dispatches which go to the dealers. The dealers buy the stock from the companies, and what the dealers have bought as a part of their inventory is what is this number we are talking about. Then there is another number which is being released by FADA, which is the Federation of Dealers Association. Their number is the retail number, which is the registration number. That number came a couple of days before. That number still is showing degrowth in almost every segment, but just not the tractors. In this case, what you're looking at is dispatch numbers. Given the fact that there was a production which was stalled, the inventories for showrooms were not really high. And that is precisely the reason why the companies now, in the last month, anticipating a good festive season, have made a lot of vehicles, have sent it to the showrooms, and are expecting that there will be sales. Now, also, as you said, it is a festive season going on. We had the Navratra last month. You have the Dhanteras this month. These are very important months. Also, a very important question you asked is what after the festive season? If you look at April to this year, year on year, we are still down by almost 10 to 15%. There's still a lot of demand which is there, Y&Y, and that is precisely the reason none of the automakers at this point of time are really planning for ahead. The real litmus test will come once the festive season is over. Once Chhath Puja is done, that will be the end of the festive sales in India. After that, you end up in a period where you have a heavy discounting because people do not want to buy in the month of December. It is January and February which will really give you the real sign of what's happening. But you cannot ignore the fact that the sales have been happening. It is of a couple of reasons. One, the rural market is doing really well. And more importantly, the need for personal transportation. People do not want to take fleets, Ola, Uber, or any form of shared mobility. And the people who are really, staying, postponing their purchases, what Nirmala Sitharaman had, in fact said a year back why sales were not happening. That is the reason why sales are now happening, given the fact that people are shifting from a shared mobility to a personal mobility. So it's a mix. There are good signs, there is sales, but to say that the economy is completely recovered, looking at these numbers, it will be a bit premature in that nature.
Yes, absolutely, Utkarsh. This, of course, is just one of the indicators that one has to see, and that too if this momentum continues into the next few months, like you pointed out. Thanks for getting us all of those details.